Still not through. I'm immediately irritated. Because already we're losing a lot of frames apparently, and I just checked my internet and the speed was fine. And so I'm immediately a little bit irked. To the stream even... Oh yeah, it's going. No, okay, it should still be fine. I don't know why OBS is telling me it's terrible. My internet speed is really good right now. OBS, what are you on about? And why hasn't the stream showed up on... Did it not? Why? What? OBS, what are you doing? What? Why are you doing this? My internet is so good right now. Why are you dropping over half of the frames? Dude. This is so frustrating. At least yesterday the internet was bad and it made sense. I'm dropping 60% of frames, and my Wi-Fi is 5 times as good as it was. What are you doing? What if you wanted to stream GuildRock, but OBS said... Mud 3. These thumbnails are so stupid. I'm gonna wait to post it on GuildRock's Discord. Okay. I don't know what OBS is doing right now. The internet is fine. I checked and it's like beyond well enough. So I don't know why OBS is freaking out right now. DRIPSTONE. Hi Max. If I look at this stream and it's like looking terrible, and if Minecraft starts lagging, I'm going to lose it. Okay, so DRIPSTONE. I was planning on just... Ow, ow. The small dripstone supply that I do have, why can't I fly anymore? I'm hesitant to post the stream on GuildRock's Discord. It's been laggy and annoying a bunch recently, so I feel... Why is it lit? OBS! What are you doing? What are you doing? What is OBS? Yesterday it made sense at least because the internet was bad and I just couldn't make it good, but now it's good. It's plenty more than it needs to be, and it's still lagging. I'm so confused. I don't get it. What did I do wrong? Oops. Hi, Callan. Okay, so... Dripstone drips... Like, when there's water dripping from dripstone, it can create more dripstone. Does it have to drip on anything in particular, or can it just drip? Also, can I make dripstone? No, I cannot. I don't have any pointed dripstone. Okay, no, the stream is just lagging. Why are we... Okay. Are we good? Let me mute this so it doesn't echo through. I think we might be okay now. It might still be a little bit lower quality, but I'm not being told I'm dropping any frames, so I'll take it. Why would it do that? It shouldn't be a bitrate issue, because again, the internet is fine. It was the issue before, but it was better. Okay, so drippy dripstone. I kind of like the idea of just like continuing to include the farms in the base itself. Also, I did a little bit more after yesterday. Oops, I just realized I can't see chat. Alright, I'll post the stream in GuildRock's Discord real quick. Because I think we're fine now. Hoping we're fine now. It's just this progressively weirder thumbnails. Mud 3 desecrating dripstone. So like, if I wanted to include the dripstone in this, I was thinking the walls that'll go around the wheat moat could be dripstone and dripping down. But you can also automate dripstone farms. Like, you can make an automatic dripstone farm really easily. I don't even need that much dripstone, but like, the option's there, so I feel like I should do it. Am I lagging? I am. There's something about streaming that just makes it laggy. Because when I stopped streaming yesterday, it was fine. It should not be taking up that much. Let me just... Let me just see here. Because I might just turn down some of my settings if I... Yeah, we're still doing pretty good though, but I might just turn it down anyways. Yeah, I might are we back? Are we back and good? Hopefully that'll help a little bit. I turned down the bitrate a little bit to where it should still be alright, but yeah. So like, if I did dripstone around the wheat in the ring, then good things would happen, I reckon. So I don't think dripstone, because I think the dripstone, for the pointed dripstone forms from the top going down. But do I want I could just like automate this in a different spot. But I don't really need that much dripstone, so like, I also don't really care that much. Well, first I need a ring around it to begin with. And for that I need mud. Just trying to think if I throw away my shot. Dude, who is using the bathroom right now? I don't know if you can hear the toilet flushing sounds in the background, but you can hear like the plumbing go. What? Okay, so I could do something along that edge then, but what do I want to do for that? What contrasts the wheat field well? Dude, okay, there's too many of these guys coming out of this portal. It's also really annoying to get to my bed now. But, you know, it's alright. I'm still not through. I ask myself, what would you do if you had more time? Lord, in His kindness, He gives me what you always wanted. He gives me more time. Okay, I kind of want to do like a brighter orange. Could probably use some shroom lights, but not all shroom lights. That'll look bad. Let's grab some though. Should we do nether bricks for that? Don't know. Let me. I could do stairs again, honestly, and like do them. So basically, the wall's gonna be like caving in. I guess it's gonna like curve down, and there's gonna be the dripstone. So we'll want, yeah. But do I want it to be back one? Because this is just a really small space. Oh wait, and there's gonna be water in there. I need that water to be contained. And water doesn't stay contained very much. So I'd have to build that out one. I could just do like trapdoors or something. But let's move it back one. Oops. Hello, May. Okay, so let's, yeah, there. It'll go. There she goes. And then we'll also, oh, guess the build just came out. Fun. I'm wondering when we get another one of those. It's almost been like a year. And then this will just kind of reach around, and then we'll have a dripstone ring and a wheat ring. And then we need to put water on top of that. Oh, wait, but right here's gonna be the stairs. No. My dripstone. My fish. No, no, no. I can't fly with an elytra anymore, apparently. I don't want to talk about it. Okay. I should probably also build up these stairs just to see what they would look like. I just don't know what I want to build them out of. Excuse me. Ooh, I could do this again. Like how I have the sun up here. It wouldn't be a sun down there, it'd be too big and too square, but still vaguely sun-like. But what do I want the stairs to look like? Okay, let's I kinda wanna use some dark oak, but I also don't. I could make some resin stairs, which I probably want to do, so let me just craft this down out of, oops, and we'll smelt that. We can also harvest the field while we're here. Yeah, it seems lowering the bitrate has helped the in-game lag a lot, at least. So, sacrifice the stream quality for gameplay. He gives me what you've always wanted. He gives me more time. And when my time is up, have I done enough? I could eat at Pizza Ranch today, so today's a good day all around. And then I'm probably gonna have to work on homework later with Gina. Ugh. Gotta do like stupid essays and like stupid college stuff. Guys, let's ban me from all colleges. And then everything will be fixed, I reckon. But listen, trust, I'm going to get Minecraft on my laptop. I'm gonna try to start uploading every once in a while, or maybe streaming. But if I'm running on like a $2,000 PC and I can't stream very well, I doubt the laptop's gonna be doing much. And if it is gonna be doing much, I'm gonna be really disappointed. No, it's not my PC's fault. It's the internet's fault. But you know, whatever. I should probably also sleep. I can't wait to see you again. It's only a matter of time. Will you tell your story? Hello, Creeper. Creeper! No! I gotta find that video again. It's the funniest thing ever. It's only a matter of time. Okay, 1 second. I gotta... Is it like doing that for... No, we're fine. That's just because I set it to a lot higher and it's not receiving that. It's only a matter of time. Yeah, I am realizing that it's going to be a huge pain to harvest all this wheat. Okay, stop it. It's only... Didn't I just kill the creeper? Or is that the same one, or is that a different one? It's only a matter of time. I still can't tell if Fortune's giving me more seeds or not, because I don't harvest wheat enough to know what the normal amount of seeds to get back is, but I feel like it's not this many. No, don't fall. Part of it fell. Carly! Oh, am I out of inventory? I am. still out of inventory space? I am. Okay, let me go around and just like... Okay, why is it still... God! Stop doing that! I have the stream pulled up on my phone and it's lagging if I ever try to make the quality better than like 480, and the quality should be fine even with the lower bitrate. I don't know why. I won't be here for long anyways. I gotta go fairly soonish. I just wanted to get on and do some dripstone, so it can be bad. It's a mouse art stream. Nobody's expecting good quality. Oh, I just realized Vibrant Visuals is off. Why'd it do that? Okay, and why is it doing this too? It keeps setting my render distance to the highest it can go, and it's like, well, yeah, I agree with this, so why would you set it above recommended? Don't know why it reset those settings. Oops. I have not done that. No. I remember I saw that. I didn't think anything of it. I can go over there and look at that after I finish planting these seeds. Oh, are we almost done with the... We're almost done with the full ring. The wheat halo, the wheat moat, whatever you call it. The wheat trench. Trench warfare with wheat. Well, now we just have extra seeds. Oh, okay. P will be more. Yeah, I'll do that. Oh wait, let me empty my inventory first. Ugh. We'll just dump everything in there. We're also out of food, so I kind of need to get back to Light Home. Because I have all my gears are there. Light Home mention! Okay, so why is it that so many pigs have spawned here? Because I know they do that if there's like, if the portal's like opening and closing a bunch, but why is there this many piglins for a portal that's been sitting completely still? Ooh, what? Oh, they don't get angry because I killed them all in one hit. I just sent 2 of them back through. That won't ever be a problem, I don't think. Why did so many spawn? Is it because it's a big portal? I know that a big portal spawns them more often, I guess, but like, it's a lot of piglins. Can't see. There we go. Woo. I need food. Wow. That was cool. We'll wait for that. I was busy, I have to say it though. Ooh, more pumpkins for more copper golems. Yes. I feel like my frame rate's... Well, it probably is because I'm where I am right now. Okay, let's go over. Where is it at again? I'm guessing the Christmas area with the Sandman. Let me check Discord. Where would that be at? Where did I see that at? Here it is. Cyan and pink present. Okay, yeah. Okay. I'm gonna ask for like 4,096 copper golems, I think. That's gonna be my humble. How many stacks would that be? Well, I always say like stacks of copper golems because like you make like it's in my mind just processed as 1 copper block equals copper golem. So I just think a stack of copper golems because that's how many blocks you can get to build it. You need pumpkins too. So I don't know, but I always like in my mind refer to them as which way was it again? Prismarine. Prismarine. I remember. We're gonna use rockets just to go faster because I don't have a lot of time here today. Did I go past it? I feel like it was really hard to miss last time, so... Oh, there it is. Where? There it is. Hello, Acri. I'm gonna be real, I don't remember how to pronounce your name. Is it Acri? I'm pretty sure I've heard somebody say your name at some point, but now I'm doubting it. Why? I feel like I've heard somebody say Acri, but I feel like if I'm wrong, it's gonna be really embarrassing. So, okay. I'm gonna sleep. Okay, where is the present? These are presents. Oh, there it is. I think this is it, right? Down here. Okay, wait. Things you'd maybe want. Okay, wait, let me... Why am I confused? I know what I'm doing. Why am I confused? Oops. Quill. Okay, wait. Okay. My name? Mouse Arts. Copper. Golem. This Wait, no. Legitimately, what do I need? What do I need in this world? I guess mud, but I did turn down a bunch of mud from Red yesterday. So it feels wrong to turn that down and then immediately ask for mud. Let me think. Let me look at the Sandman. I need inspiration. What do I need? Oh, his head's been cut off by the clouds. Oh, I'm sorry, boy. Why'd I call him boy? That was weird. Goat. Oh, dripstone. Okay, let me. Oh, I see. It clicked in my brain. I was being thrown off by the different signs for some reason, and I get it now. Okay. I want... I don't have a lot of copper, so I legitimately am going to put copper golems. Copper golem. Can't think of anything else I would need. This is the most mouse arts book I've ever seen. Copper golems. You know what? Actually, no, I do need something else. Do I? What is it? There's like, I swear there's something that like I'm always... Oh yeah, it's diamonds. I'll just leave it. I guess I don't really need to sign it, do I? I'm going to anyways. Wait. Copper golems, Lockley. It's the 2 things I want for Christmas. I want Lockley to come back. Mouse arts. Wait. No, I thought of another thing to put, but it was just another gag one, and it feels... It passes the limit of funny if you put 2 joke things, because then it's like, okay, whatever. But the 1 joke thing is funny. I decided. Mouse. Yeah. Oh. There's books there. Okay. There's the Sandman. I love the Sandman. I love it so much. Cause it's such a mouse arts thing to be like. Well, it's not. Carly made it because I think she's from New Zealand or somewhere around there. Somewhere really warm. But I like summer and stuff, and not winter very much. Is it this way to go back? Yeah. I'm imagining Lockley and you're... It's just Lockley. He's like... Oh, I pictured like the Super Mario 3, like the Goomba shoes. If anybody knows what I'm talking about. They're like... Let me see if I can find a... Goomba shoe Mario. I just like... Yeah. Let me get this. I'm imagining, like, for some reason, this. Like, but with, like, Lockley in the shoe. That's gonna stay there now. Nintendo might sue me for using their imagery. Wait, no, I don't want to go in here. I want to go back to the mud place. I didn't realize there's copper on top. I don't know why, but that just is really cool because I like copper. Copper does actually go really good with acacia. In my mind, I think it doesn't, but it does look better than I always think. Okay, I feel bad leaving all this junk around here from when piglins invaded for some reason. So I'm gonna take it with me and get rid of it. Oh wait, the other piglins that I hit through are gonna be over here. Are they angry? Angry? I can't talk for some reason. Oh, I wanted to hit them back through. Here, I want to hit this one back through. Oh. Run through the portal. Run through the portal. Run through the portal. Okay, never mind. I guess he doesn't want to go through the portal. Okay. Alright, I'll just throw this stuff here. Because then at least it's just not clogging up the nether area. Whoops, this chest with this stuff. What was I doing again? Oh yeah, dripstone. So, if I... Oh yeah, I was gonna do like the netherite, or the not netherite. Netherite stairs do exist though, in that one April Fool's snapshot. But I don't think they're called netherite stairs. They're called like, they have some weird joke name. Where did I put my stuff? Oh, I put it in here for some reason. It's the wrong chest. Okay, I need to... I don't know how many stairs I need, so we'll just do 2 stacks for now. Oops. Piglin is on holiday spirit. Warm weather too. Yeah, I don't know why there was like a million piglins that like I know that bigger portals spawn piglins more often, but I thought that was usually like when you light or like reignite or when you first light a portal, because that's how like gold farms work or something. But there was just like 10 or so piglins that all spawned, but they went back through the portal after they spawned in, and I went in to go get carrots, and there was just a lot of piglins. Okay, so if we this is gonna be a long process going around here. I guess I don't have to crouch, but it'll probably fall off if I don't crouch. Oh, yeah, see? See, it's when I get to tasks like these where I don't know what to say. Because it's just me placing stairs over and over again. How far are we? We're almost there. Okay. It's not too bad. It'll be easier to go around with the resin. What did I want? Why did I smelt that resin? Oh yeah, stairs for the things up and down from the yeah. I'm building. Well, so initially I was gonna build a base here, and it still is to some degree going to be that. But I needed mud, so I decided instead of spending a bunch of time mining like I always do to buy it, I would just make a wheat farm. So I basically turned this into a wheat farm to get the mud to build the exterior to the wheat farm. Which is... I basically built... By building the farm, I built the purpose for the farm. Which is fine, it's just kind of silly, but... 7 days until the 1-year anniversary of the Skywars... Really? My fish! My helmet! So, I don't remember exactly how the clip goes, but it's funny. I was streaming Skywars a year ago? Why was I streaming? I feel like I never really did much of that. Oh, it's nighttime, I gotta sleep. I don't have anything lit up. I can't sleep. Or, I have to sleep, I mean. I really don't need that much mud. Red came by yesterday and gave me, like, several stacks of mud and hay bales, but I turned it down because, like, if I just, like, that just kind of, it defeats the purpose of having built the farm. I felt bad because he was being really nice, and I was just like, no. But, yeah, I just need to, like, I probably have almost enough now by the time, because I'm going to have dripstone at the bottom. But I'm kind of glad I built the wheat farm though, because that's always been like my problem with GuildRock, where I've said this so many times before on so many different. No, actually, when I think of what I have said, it's never been released because I never finished editing the videos. But like I always like, because with GuildRock I can get everything I need so easily to where like it's hard for me to want to build things so I don't have like a reason behind it. It's just because I can. That fire is not how fire is supposed to look. But now that I've built the wheat farm, it's different because I had a reason to build it because I needed, you know? I don't know what I'm saying, but like, you know, I guess. I think I only really need like another. Oh, 27 stairs is not going to be enough, I feel like. But we'll see how much of the resin I end up using. What time is it? When do I need to leave again? It's only 11:30. I got time. I think. I might actually need more than 32 stairs now that I'm looking at this. Nether brick was such a weird choice. I don't know why I decided, yeah, I'm gonna get a lot of nether brick to build with. It's like one of the worst looking blocks, I feel like, but oh well. Is this gonna be another where I have perfectly enough blocks? I think it would be, but or maybe not. Never mind. Never mind. It's not another one. I need, well, actually, these places on the sides where the nope, you go back. Because this is going to be where the stairs go, so they don't need to be there. Yeah, I like to have, like, yeah, a reason to build it. So the wheat farm inadvertently was actually like a really good play on my part. I'm glad I decided to do that. Because I actually really want to build this thing now. It does make it a lot more devastating going back to college and then not being able to play for a week. Actually, 2 weeks, because I'm not coming home next weekend. Ugh. But it's Christmas break soon. I get like a month off, but I have to get my wisdom teeth out. I don't want to do that. But you win some, you lose some, I guess. Okay, I gotta stop using my rockets so much because I'm gonna run out of them pretty soon. Wait, did I change my mind yesterday and decide I was gonna do the stairs in the corners? Cause, what was I gonna do again? Cause there's gonna be like a bridge that goes over it in the corners, and then the stairs come down here. But I was thinking the bridge would be, or like the little like, I guess it's still a bridge, yeah, but it's like more like, it's a bridge, whatever. Like be easier to do, like, cause diagonals are annoying. If I could just do diagonal, oh, but it can't. Well, it could be slabs, cause there is a lot of space to fill here. But I don't know if it's enough. Oh well. What kind of wheat farm is it? It's just manual. I very briefly thought about trying to make it automatic. But because I won't need too much. I don't think I'll make maybe a couple stacks, so it'll probably be alright just to do it manually. If I end up regretting that, which I probably will, you know, whatever. Okay, I need, where's my resin? I just said I needed to stop using rockets so much, and I've gone immediately straight back to using rockets a bunch. How much resin do I have? Oh, I've got plenty. I don't remember where the diamonds came from. No, I did a big mining stream forever ago. That's where it came from. That's how I bought all the stuff. Well, I made the resin bricks myself, but okay, so if we okay. And this will be, do I want to do like these parts? I didn't up there, and it was fine. We'll see. It'll be easy to add them later if I do. And that's where the stairs are. I just... Yes. There we go. Is this the... No, not quite. Why can't I... Why am I... What am I doing? Why can't I place it in front? What? What? Oh, there we go. Alright. This entire build just feels weird. Okay, so dripstone. So I need to get... I can just do slabs above them so that I can just place the water, and then I don't need to have like a space for the water. It can just be on the same waterlogged part. But I need like the edges for that. So let's... What do I want the stairs to... I don't really want the stairs to be nether brick, because I really like how this pattern kind of looks like a sun. And while like having it come off, it wouldn't ruin it. It feels like disproportionate to have these really long rays coming out of this small circle. And I feel like the effect of it kind of looking like a sun is kind of ruined. I say that like it's like... I feel like it doesn't even really look like a sun that much. I just built this and with the 4 corners originally go, it's a sun! And immediately added these in. Okay, so... I don't really want to use nether brick. What other blocks do I have? This outside part feels disproportionately tall right now because I don't have the rest of it built, so it feels like... I feel like I built it too high up, but I thought that I didn't. Maybe I did, I don't know. I've got deep slate, but I feel like there's too many colors in this thing to add in the gray. I do have spruce and a lot of dark oak. I gotta stop using rockets. I'm gonna run out of these. I was gonna say dripstone stairs, and I remember we don't have those, but we should now that I think about it. Like polished dripstone and stuff? Come on, Mojang. Hear me out. Okay. So... maybe I'll just do jungle wood and... This is gonna look ugly, but I'm just gonna try something for now. Let me sleep. Let me sleep. Let me sleep. I hate how hard it is to tell when it's nighttime with vibrant visuals. Oh, come on. Yeah. Shout out my mom. Okay, where does it? So if I did, let me just... guess I kind of need to just do this so I have... Oh, perfect. So let me just kind of do it with jungle for now, just to see. Oops. There's more piglins. Well, one. So, stairs. Maybe I will do on the sides. I can do... Oh yeah, and then this would be... I could do... And then it, like, flows into it. Did any of that make any sense, what I've just said now? Like, if this corner was netherrack, it's like... Or nether brick, then, like, you know? It's good things would happen, I reckon. Jungle wood and nether bricks is a diabolical set of building blocks, and I don't know why that's what I've gone with. And then we can like, I'll get slabs for that. Well, actually, I have a lot of nether bricks, so I really don't need slabs, but I don't need to use slabs. I have enough where I can not cheap out, but. I really want that to be... There's no better way to do that, but... Okay. I kind of want... How should the resin go in here? How weird does this look? Yeah, that's too weird, I feel like. I've crossed the line from, like, odd but okay into just bad. Maybe I don't use the resin then, but I really want to use the resin. Well, we can circle back to that. Gotta figure out what I'm doing here. Well, this side would probably be, this would be mud, I'm guessing. Let me quickly look up, because I feel like there's a way to, can't you, like, drip, I feel like you can drip water onto mud to get, or drip water onto dirt to get mud. Which really does not help me in any way, because it would just be quicker to just automatically turn the, just do it with a bottle. But I need more dirt for more mud, so we just dig out more of this. But like, I don't know, it's just an annoying process to turn. Well, actually though, what I could also do is, this is all going to be dirt underneath here. For at least a little bit, so I can run through and just quickly turn all this to dirt. Because that would be easier than looking up at the wall of dirt I placed. I also gotta make more shovels. Okay. Okay, let me... I'm not gonna fly. I was just about to. Let me also just... I'm gonna actually get out of here. Where is my bottle at? And let's make 2 more shovels. That's not at all what I was trying to do. There we go. 2. That's a furnace. What am I doing? So if I just pop down, like, oops, Yeah, and I can just... This is so efficient and effective. This is the best way of doing this, trust. I'm gonna place it in the middle so we can... so effective and efficient. Kind of looks like mud is just like spilt all over the ground here. The ground underneath this thing is going to be so torn up and ugly, and I'm probably just going to do nothing about it. That wasn't much. Oh wait, and then I can just keep going! This is like that one thing where you like use moss to make stone, or like bone meal moss to turn the stone into moss so you can mine it faster. It's vaguely like that, not really I guess now that I think about it more, but... This has gotta be up there for like just strangest ways to... I don't know where I was going with that one. Oh, but it goes down to stone, and I can't turn stone into mud. Alright, that's probably enough for now, just to do a ring around, for the dripstone. I feel like there's gotta be a better way to turn it into mud. Oh, I thought that was just regular mud, but it's mangrove. Forgot about muddy mangrove things. Or the one block that is muddy mangroves. So like there's multiple. Let me put the wheat back in there. Oh, it's gonna be nighttime soon. But after last night, I know it'll wait a while. I have to plug up the holes that's draining water eventually, because I don't want to be doing that forever. That could be cool though if there's like an interior under here. I could like have the water flow down and make like a cool like water feature in there. What? What? What just happened? What the heck? Huh? Huh? I'm losing it. I'm losing it. Oh, grand tree, why have you visited me on this day? What in the world? What the heck? Why is there a ghost tree? Is this... He's gone again. Is this punishment for tearing down your forest? 28 degrees Celsius? What is that in Fahrenheit? I don't know. Every time I place a block, the mud tree comes back. There's a phantom tree. No, I'm just gonna... But, what is the... What's happening here? I'm... What in the world? Will you disappear again if I come over here? Can I... What is happening here? The ghost of trees passed. This is the like a Korok or whatever it is from. Oh, they are in summer right now. Oh, why do I have to be in the northern hemisphere? I want it to be summer right now. Okay, so like, what? Tree, why are you doing this to me? I can't see anything, tree. What is happening? Oh, it's gone again. But when I place a block, it's gonna show back up again. Yep. Why are you doing this to me? Oh, I just realized I can't really do dripstone here because the stairs. There needs to be a thing here. So you can go away. What is this tree doing? Oh, it's gone again. Does it like disappear when I like... What? I am losing it. Okay, so honestly for now I think I can just kind of like flood this. Oh wait. It's just gonna drip down. Yeah, we could just add more water leakage to this. That's fine. But I want to turn this into infinite. Let's do the back just so I don't have to keep refilling it. I can just be infinite. So what? I don't know what block I want to put behind it. It'll probably just end up being jungle wood though, right? That'll probably end up being what I do there. Imagine having enough money to buy a holiday home in New Zealand and just switching between homes every 6 months. Honestly, that sounds like such a me thing to do. I feel like I would somehow end up doing that. I would never have enough money to do that, but I'd find a way. Except I totally would not find a way. Do I not have any jungle wood? Good thing I have trees. Okay, is the phantom tree gone? What was that whole ordeal there? Why was there a phantom tree? Can I climb this tree? Can I? Yay. There we go. It's just been really cold where I live recently. So I don't like when it gets cold. It gets dark out at like 2 p.m. and it's cold all the time. I don't think we got above like 0 degrees Fahrenheit. I don't know if that is Celsius. Negative something. And ugh, we didn't get above like 0 for a couple days there, and it was rough. It was cold. Okay, I need gunpowder because I need more rockets. I'm running out of inventory space. when I was younger, I always thought that it was like just kind of. Anybody see that triangle? Oh, hi, Hakan. Like when I was younger, I always thought it was just like Minnesota and like the Midwest that got really cold. In my mind, like if you got to like Arkansas, oh, okay, I'm back. um, like when I was younger, I thought it was like kind of like just like the Midwest and like extended area that got cold. In my mind, like Nevada, California, Utah, Arizona, like in my mind, just like none of those places ever got snow or like remotely cold for some reason. And then I found out it's just kind of everywhere in the U.S. except like Key West, a couple parts of California, like Texas, and like they don't get nearly or don't get as cold as up here, and they don't get snow nearly as much. But like I for some reason thought that it was just like more northern areas. Um, and then I was devastated when I found out I was wrong about that. I was apparently really stupid as a kid. Okay, so get the mud. I know that like if you're close to water, don't you like not get snow really as much? Or like in the sense of like the ocean, is that a thing? I'm pretty sure I've heard that being a thing, but I also feel like that could be entirely wrong. I'm gonna add this on to the end. Cause like I don't want to say anything completely wrong and sound like a fool, but I feel like I've been told before that like, but I know because I've seen videos of it snowing in England, so I know it snows in England. But I feel like I've been told before that England doesn't really snow much because they're like surrounded by the ocean. But I've seen videos of it before. Because I've seen like somebody from England saying that Americans could never fathom having to go to school while it was snowing, which was a weird video because we didn't get a single snow day last year, and it was -20 with like 5 inches of snow a couple days. But you know. Alright, that's gonna flow that way. Let's yeah. Let's just like follow. Ugh. I live by the ocean and we very rarely get snow. Okay. Yeah, no, in Minnesota and most of the US, I guess we have the Great Lakes, but I don't think they're helping much. Typically, they just kind of get worse in the winter. That's what the Edmund Fitzgerald was all about. Every time I hear about the Edmund Fitzgerald, which if you don't know, because I guess in my mind the Edmund Fitzgerald is really popular, but I've heard Minnesotans not even know what it is, and the whole thing is from Minnesota. So, Lake Superior, it's the biggest Great Lake, biggest lake in the world by surface area. There was a ship called Edmund Fitzgerald that like went I don't remember exactly what it was doing. I don't know the story that well. But I'm so good at explaining stuff. Like in November and like the fall time and winter time, because the lake never freezes over because it's huge. And like it gets wavy there, I guess, like more so in the winter and stuff. But every time you hear about the Edmonton, so it sank. God, I'm doing a great job right now. And like I forget the guy's name, but somebody wrote a song about it, and it's popular and whatnot. And everybody always like blames the lake for it. They're like, I hate Lake Superior for sinking that ship, and it's like, well, but doesn't that like if you're on a lake that's famously extremely wavy and dangerous in the fall time, like at a certain point, at what point is it? Well, you were doing kind of a reckless thing. Now, most of these workers probably don't have a choice. I'm aware of that for the record. Like, I'm not saying that them dying isn't sad. I'm just saying like it's odd to be like, I hate Lake Superior because it did that. Like it has like a conscience. It's a lake, you know? Apparently the song is really good. I've never listened through the full thing, which I might get in trouble for saying, being in Minnesota. They might come after me. You never know. But I've also been told by some that it's actually not that great and it's really overrated. So maybe not. I don't know. I hate the road for crashing the car. Yeah, it's like... I'm not sure. It just feels like it's... Yeah. Also, I like Lake Superior because, like, I don't know, I think it's cool. It's a huge lake. Who is running around upstairs? I don't know if you guys could hear it, but it's like a dun dun dun. I also had, like, a really warped perspective of, like, lake. Like, the first time I saw... Like, Lake Superior was the first lake I saw where you couldn't see the other side. So in my mind, for, like, a body of water to be big enough to not see the other side, it has to be, like, Lake Superior size. That's not the case. I've now, like, there are several significantly smaller lakes that you can't see the other side of. Lake Superior is just gigantic. Which I'm saying this all assuming everybody knows the Great Lakes. I don't know how well known the Great Lakes are outside of the U.S., I guess. But they're the big lakes, like, in that... This is entering the territory where I don't know how much is known by people outside of the US, and I don't want to assume that they don't know the things that I'm explaining, because then it sounds like I'm, like, being condescending a little bit, and I don't want to do that, but if they don't know, I also want to explain it. Oklahoma hardly got snow. Oh, really? I feel like Oklahoma would get a lot. I mean, the last 2 years have been very calm for even in Minnesota. Like, the last 2 years, we've barely gotten much of anything. I mean, it was really cold a lot, and it snowed a little bit, but... Okay, so, the Great Lakes, they're like... I don't know if you know where Michigan is, but they're like... How do I explain this? How do I explain where the Great Lakes are located? They're the really big bodies of water, like kind of like the middle of the U.S., but like also Canada too. It's like right in between Canada, kind of in the middle. If you look on a map, they're there. And Lake Superior is the biggest one. Why was I explaining the Great Lakes again? I don't remember now. Oh yeah, because they're big. And so, like, I always thought that they had to be, like, these huge... But, like, there are multiple states smaller than Lake Superior, I believe. Like the New England ones, because they're small. But, yeah. But there's also a lake, or Mille Lacs, is that how you pronounce it? I forget what it is. It's a big-ish lake. It's big enough where you usually cannot see the other side. But it's tiny compared to Lake Superior. You can see the other side. Me and my dad, when we were there, there's like 2 state parks on the lake, or like near the lake, and in one of them they have like a big fire tower that you can go up. Me and my dad went up there, and when you're up there, you can see the other side. But it's a really cool area, actually, and I want to see if, like, I can get a picture of it, because there's a really cool island on it. And when I saw it, like, I was so inspired by it to build something like it in Minecraft, and I haven't done it yet. But it is so cool. Does Mille Lacs freeze over? Oh yeah, it does. It's a shallow lake. It's huge but shallow. Um. Oh, I found a picture of the thing I was talking about. There actually is one. Wow. Here, let me throw it up on stream. Goodbye, Mario. Here it is. This is what I saw. And like, I just this feels like a B-dubs build, you know? Like I want to build something like this so bad, just like this little island on this lake. There's like a little like windmill-esque thing up there. It's Hi Carly. It's like I don't know. I was playing a lot of Minecraft at the time that I saw this too. It was like over a month ago now, like 2 months ago probably. But I don't know. It was really cool. I was just like the way it's like it looks just it's like I don't know how to explain it. It just looks so cool, and I want to build like just exactly that. Um, I don't know what it is. I don't know how you get out to it because there doesn't appear to be a dock anywhere on this island. It could be behind it though, so I don't know. But yeah, yeah. I forgot. How deep is Mille Lacs? Mille Lacs depth. Cause it's a big lake, but I don't think it goes very deep. Yeah, it doesn't get deeper than like 20 feet. I don't think. It's for how big it is not deep at all. But I also have a very warped perspective of how deep lakes are. Um, because when I was younger, a lake we went to a lot is called Green Lake, and it's not that big of a lake, but its deepest point is like over 100 feet deep, and it's just like absurdly deep for how big it is. It's like every other lake near it is not that deep at all. But I always think like based off of the depths of Green Lake, because that's the lake I just went to a lot when I was younger, and yeah, get thrown off. It's the same with Mall of America, you know? We have Mall of America in Minnesota, and so when I was younger, I always just thought all malls were just kind of that big, and I found out they weren't. I was very disappointed. Oh, you have one in your base? I gotta go see that sometime. I would go see it now, but I don't have a lot. Brooksy! Brooksy! Okay, wait. Oh wait, so this should be able to make dripstone now, right? They're just kind of like a mess right now, but it should be able to. And then I can just put slabs over the water. And I'll make this look better, but this should be able to dripstone. And you can put like 4 pointed dripstones together to make a block, right? If I can't do that, this entire plan has failed. I'm pretty sure you can do that. Brooksy. I love lakes. Being from Minnesota and all, we're known for those. Good. Should probably go around and build these stairs. I don't know what I want to put to like connect all these gaps together. I don't want it to just be planks. That feels like boring. But you know, I'll think of something. I don't know how long it takes, but I'm assuming it takes a little while. I could actually make this automatic too if I really wanted to, probably. If I had like minecart hoppers going underneath this area, but it would be hard to make sure they pick up all of it, so. I don't know how long it takes to make dripstones. or how long it takes for them to, like, you know. This way. I always forget which way it is to my bed. And, like, my chests and stuff. Oh, I'm thinking about when I went to Mille Lacs now. That was cool. I love just, like, going to places. I'm a firm believer in, like, there's something cool within, like, an hour of you. No matter where you are, there's something that you can see and it's just like, that's cool. Except for Iowa. I don't think there's anything in Iowa. It's I'm like, I always talk about, like, I think there's cool stuff everywhere, and I just go, but not Iowa, and it's like, kind of hypocritical to be like, everything's so cool, but then it's Iowa, and I go, not there. I know there's gotta be something cool in Iowa, it just doesn't feel like there is. I've driven multiple hours through that state so many times, and you'd think you'd see something, and you never see anything. It's just cornfields and cornfields. I've looked up cool places in Iowa, and there's been things that I've seen that allegedly exist, but I haven't seen them yet. But I do really want to see Hawkeye Point. It's the highest point in Iowa. It's like an hour south of Minnesota, in like the top left corner of Iowa, and it's just like a field. It doesn't look significant at all. It's like, this is the highest point. It's not even a mountain. I don't know how that's even, like, how... Was there just like a little bump in the ground there? Like, it's just entirely level. How is that? I don't get it. I also think it's really sad. Was it a plane or a helicopter? I think it's a helicopter that crashed and killed Buddy Holly. I forgot the other two's names, but the three of them, and then what the song American Pie is about. The day the music died, when the plane crashed, it crashed into a field in the middle of nowhere, Iowa. And it's like, that's just like, I mean, it's tragic enough to die in a plane crash. And then you die in a plane crash in Iowa. And it's just like, that's gotta be bad. You know, that's rough. That's a bad time all around. And there's a monument to it now in the site where it happened in Iowa. And it is just a field in the middle of nowhere, Iowa. What's happening in the chat? Somebody's a dead man. Let me go grab the slabs. Yeah, I don't know what it is that Iowa did to cause so much hatred from me. It's like, I don't know. There's nothing I want more than to never have to go into Iowa ever again. Because, like, even before, I have family that lives in St. Louis, which, to get from Minnesota to Missouri, there's only one state between you. Oh, Hakon's polar bear died. Rip. But there's only one state between Minnesota and Missouri, and it's Iowa. And it's like 10 hours of just cornfields. And it drives me insane. But even before that, I did not care for Iowa at all. But words cannot describe. It just, there's something about being like 5 hours into a car ride, and you've seen nothing but cornfields for just hours, and knowing we're like only halfway there. And it's just cornfield after cornfield. Eventually you get to a town, and it's like, there's nothing interesting there. It seems like the most like dead end, like depressing town you've ever seen. It must be rough living in Iowa, man. I feel pity for them, honestly. I hate on them a lot, but like, I feel like I would go insane living there. Now, you could say the same about a lot of Midwest states, but, like, most states, you drive through enough, and eventually, like, there's something cool. But with Iowa, it just kept going. And it just keeps going. It's insane. A Gerst Lore Infinity Coaster? I don't know what that is. I do remember seeing, like, not in person, but, like, a video of, like, a theme park in Iowa, which is a crazy concept to me. Like, I can't imagine a city in Iowa, even though I've been in, like, their biggest one. It's just, like, it's a similar thing to a lot of Midwest states, like the Dakotas, too, where it's, like, their biggest city does not feel like a city. It just feels like a big town. I don't know how to explain it any better than that. 'Cause, like, Minnesota has Minneapolis, and that's a city. It's not a city on the same scale as, like, Chicago or something, or anything near, like, an LA or New York City, but, it's, like, it's a city. But then, like, South Dakota, you got, like, Sioux Falls is their biggest town, I believe. Their capital's Pierre, which is just in the middle of nowhere with absolutely nothing. But South Dakota makes up for it because it has the Black Hills and the Badlands, so it's alright. Most of that state, endless, boring nothingness, but you get out west and it's the coolest thing ever. So, they kind of make up for it in that regard. But, they also have Rapid City. Rapid City's pretty big, too, but, like, again, they're not really cities, they're just kind of, like, big towns. And then North Dakota has Fargo, and that's just kind of it. For the record, I have nothing against, well, I don't have much against South Dakota and North Dakota. They're fine. If you like any of these places, that is perfectly okay. You're allowed to do that, and that's fine. I don't want to upset anybody. That's okay if you enjoy these places. They're just not for me. Well, South Dakota and North Dakota are fine at times. Because North Dakota has Cedar Roosevelt National Park, which is just like the Badlands, but not quite as much out west. And that's really cool, too. But, like, they just don't really have any big towns. I mean, the state of Wyoming, I think, has 2 escalators. One that goes up, one that goes down. I don't know if that's a true fact, but I've heard it plenty of times before, and I completely believe it. Yeah. Most Midwestern states besides that have, like, something. Wisconsin has, well, they have, Wisconsin Dells, which is really popular, in, like, for Midwesterners. I'm guessing most of the country doesn't know anything about Wisconsin Dells. I've met people from Minnesota who have never heard of Wisconsin Dells before, which is baffling to me, because there's so many ads in, like, the spring to be like, bring your kids to Wisconsin Dells, the water park capital of America. And, I don't know, I've been there a handful of times. But they also have, like, Milwaukee, Madison, I think is pretty big too. So Wisconsin has stuff. Michigan, they have Detroit. Illinois, Chicago. Does Indiana have any big towns? Indiana I still count as Midwest. Midwest, to me, is Dakotas, Nebraska, Iowa, Minnesota, Wisconsin, Illinois, Michigan, Indiana. That's what I consider the Midwest. People like to throw on Missouri and Ohio a lot. I don't think so, but those ones don't upset me that much. When people try to include things like Kansas or Kentucky, that's where I get upset. Kentucky is not the Midwest. I can see Kansas, but it's too far south. I've also seen people say Oklahoma's Midwest. That borders Texas. No, it's not. Yeah. There's a lot of TikToks like, here's what the Midwest is, and I don't agree with a lot of them. But then also sometimes people are like, the Dakotas aren't a part of the Midwest. And it's like, what? The Dakotas are so a part of the Midwest. There's, like, nothing more Midwestern than, like, eastern North Dakota, I feel like. Except for I view I think there's also different views of what the Midwest is. Like in my mind, the Midwest is centered kind of around Minnesota, just because that's where I'm from. And in my mind, like Minnesota is like the Midwestern state. But for a lot of people, the Midwest is more east. And it's kind of like is based more on like Illinois, and that's when it makes more sense. But like to me, it's like centered kind of around like the main three in my mind are Minnesota, Wisconsin, and Iowa. I don't like Iowa, but it is undeniably as Midwestern as it gets, pretty much. But I also like Wisconsin or Michigan is like pretty Midwest. So it's like, well, maybe, well, like I consider Michigan Midwest, but like the core of the Midwest I see is like Minnesota, Wisconsin, and Iowa. Yeah, exactly, May. Oklahoma's not the Midwest. Now, it does kind of suck. I've never been there, so like I can't really like argue the point very much because I don't really know what it's like there, so I can't really argue that like it's not Midwest, but it's too far away. Too far away. If you're bordering Texas, you can't be the Midwest. There's a graph of like percentage of people who think they're Midwestern from each state. I'm sure this is a fake graph made to rage bait, or it just like had like 1,000 people that did it, and not like that many. But there's like people like the graph has like Wyoming and like Colorado and Montana, and it's like some people there consider themselves Midwest, and it's like, okay, no, that's too far west though. Montana has Glacier. You cannot be telling me that Glacier is Midwestern. The Rocky Mountains are not Midwestern. And people like to go, well, this graph says people think they are from, and it's like, but it's not. And that's the point where I think it's fair, because it's like, because that's just West. The Midwest, very famously, extremely flat and boring. The Rocky Mountains are the complete opposite of that. I think those places are like much better than, well, I don't want to say better in the Midwest in a sense of like, if I was from there, I wouldn't want to be tacked on with Iowa, you know? But I don't want to say it's better than the Midwest, because I do love the Midwest for some reason. I have such a love-hate relationship with the Midwest, where it's like, it's the coolest thing ever, but, oh, it sucks sometimes. When it's the middle of February and it gets dark out at, like, 1 p.m., and there's, like, 5 feet of snow on the ground, and it's, like, negative 8,000. Just a little bit of an exaggeration. It's a little bit warmer than that sometimes, like, negative 4,000s. Have any of these grown yet? It must take a while. What? I don't even know what's been happening. Just kind of been like, the chat's just been going off about something. I've been just talking about the Midwest. But yeah, yeah. The Midwest is, you know, it's called the Midwest because everything in it is mid. Exactly. But there is also a weird, like, amount of comfort I get from the flatness a little bit, where it's just like, oh yeah, this is home. Like when I came back from Finland, and I hadn't been home in like a month. It's the longest I'd ever been away from home, and just like getting back into Minnesota, and like just seeing the flat fields, it was just like, oh, it's beautiful. I posted a meme about it on my Snapchat story, and it was like you're just as beautiful as the day I lost you, that thing from like, I don't know what it's from, but I replaced beautiful with boring. You're just as boring as the day I lost you. Because it's always one of those things where it's like, in my mind, I don't want to be living in the Midwest forever, but at the same time, I don't want to leave the Midwest. I've always lived in Minnesota. I don't want to leave Minnesota. But at the same time, I really want to go to California. I like California a lot. Oxnard, California. The winter drives me crazy. As anybody who's been burdened with being able to see my TikTok will be able to tell you, winter drives me crazy. Okay, I was hoping this would be a little bit faster. I really am just like the stereotype of like a what's the word I'm looking for? I'm sat here right now streaming in my mom's basement. That's what I'm trying to go for. Like, you know, the like streamer sitting in their parents' basement playing Minecraft. Like, that is literally me right now. I just don't process it as that, because like it's not like I'm a fully grown adult to the degree of like I'm expected to have my own house. I still view my house as my house, and I don't think of it as like, well, it's my parents' house, but I don't view it in the sense of like it's my parents' house and not where I live. I still live in my house in my mind, even though I'm in college most of the time. Am I doing this right? Do I need to have pointed dripstone already on here? I might need to have that now that I think about it. That might be a required thing. I don't have any of that. Where would I get pointed dripstone? Let's go empty my inventory and we can go back towards like Lighthome. I might actually have some in Lighthome. Lighthome mention. Let's make some more rockets. I hate Kansas with everything. I'm leaving, but I don't know where I'm going. Just not Kansas. I really want to see Tallgrass Prairie. It's like weirdly up there on list of things I want to see. And on like a year ago on TikTok, I think I posted something about it, but like I want them to make it a national park. Because I think it's a really important area. It's the biggest, like, it's the last remaining like area of prairie that big. The National Park Service does have, I think it's just like a national preserve or something. So the National Park Service already has it, but it's not a national park. But I want them to make it one, and I also just think I think that like there's a lot of states that don't have a national park, and they deserve one. And I think every state except for Iowa should have a national park. I always think it's really funny with Iowa. So the National Park Service owns or has like a ton of different units and stuff. The national parks are the big one. There's 63 of those. But there's like hundreds of other things like national memorials, national historic spots, stuff like that. There's even some that like I'm not even fully aware of. Like they have like national trails and stuff, which I found out about when I went to Itasca State Park, because there was an NPS stamp in the visitor center. I was like, there's not a spot for this in my stamp book, and it's like a national trail thing, and they have those apparently, and they have stamps for those, but they don't have a spot for them in the stamp booklet. So I don't know what that was about, but what was I saying? What was I saying before that? Oh yeah. It's like Minnesota. So excluding the trails and stuff that I'm not aware of that aren't on most maps of the National Park Service's like properties, Minnesota has 4 spots. They have Voyageurs National Park, Grand Portage National Monument, Pipestone National Monument, and Mississippi River. Is it Mississippi River Recreation Area? But I think there's another word in there somewhere. And I've been to all 4 of those. I think there's like a trail somewhere in Minnesota that I haven't been to, so I've technically not been to all of them. But again, I didn't know those existed until recently. But most states have like a handful of things. I don't think there's any states or territories that have just straight up nothing. But Iowa only has 2. There might be a trail that I'm not aware of. Actually, there is. I think the Lewis and Clark Trail. There's like a national Lewis and Clark Trail that goes through, I believe. That But again, I don't really count those because most NPS site maps don't include those. But Iowa only has 2, which most states have like at least a few of them. Iowa has 2 things. One is Effigy Mounds National Monument, which is just barely in Iowa. It's in the driftless area, this like the top right of Iowa, southeast of Minnesota. There's like this chunk where like the glaciers just missed for some reason, and it's like kind of hilly there. And I've never been, but I want to go because it's the closest thing you can get to mountains in like Minnesota, Midwest area. But like Wisconsin has a bit of it, and Illinois has a little bit too. But for some reason, Iowa gets a national monument for it. It's like right next to the Mississippi, barely in Iowa, but it technically counts. And the other one is Herbert Hoover's birthplace. And Herbert Hoover, not a very liked president. I believe he gets most of the blame for the Great Depression, if I'm not mistaken. What am I looking for again? Pointed dripstone. So Iowa does not have much, and I think that's really funny. Yeah, I don't remember what other states don't have a lot, but most states have at least a good number of things. Pointed dripstone, that's what I'm doing. Ugh. Where is, like, I feel like I remember there being a dripstone cave somewhere around here. Isn't there, like, a cave under a bridge over here? I gotta make sure that nobody is, like, building in there, though. I don't want them to just barge in and steal stuff. Oh, it's water. Okay. But yeah, Iowa has, like, nothing, and I think that's really funny. I like that the National Park Service backs up my claim that there's nothing in Iowa. It's a shame, though. I don't like a lot of the stuff the National Park Service is doing. And a lot of stuff they're doing is because of a certain someone, which I won't name, because I don't want any arguments to start. But there's a certain someone who's been causing the NPS to do things that I don't agree with. Oh wait, I have pointed dripstone here. I could just take one of these and then just like replace it when it grows. Don't fall in, please. I would take multiple, but I'll forget to bring them back, I feel like. I'll take a second one. It'll be slow going, but I don't want to take them all. Because what's the thing they're doing now? It's like foreign visitors to U.S. national parks have to pay like $100 fee or something. It's like, why are we doing that? Why are we restricting? I mean, I want the NPS to get money because they need money to keep these important areas protected. But why are we? The whole point of the National Park Service and stuff is to make to protect and preserve for future generations their whole thing. And it's like, why are we then because first and foremost, what the National Park Service is supposed to be doing is protecting and preserving these places, but not just to do that, but also so that people can get to see them and enjoy them, to get to enjoy our public spaces. And by making foreigners pay more to see them is like, I don't like that they're doing that. It feels yeah. And like, you can make the argument that's like, well, they're protecting them for like people from the U.S. and it's like, okay, but like, why are we trying to seem like so high and mighty and superior to all others? Like, only we can see the cool stuff. You have to pay a bunch of extra money. It's like, shouldn't it just be public land for everybody? Now, obviously, the National Park Service needs money to keep these places up and running, but like, that just doesn't feel like the right way to go about it. Now, a lot of national parks also have fees for even people from the U.S. And like, I'm fine with that because like some of them, like again, they need money, and typically I don't think they tend to be too obscenely expensive. And there is also multiple days throughout the year where you can get in for free for special events and stuff. Apparently something's happening in football if you can hear my mom screaming upstairs. But yeah, also when the government is shut down, you can kind of just get in for free, which you're not supposed to do. If you're very careful and you leave no trace, all that stuff, then it's fine. But I don't like when people go to the national parks when the government is shut down just to get in for free, because like I think it was 2019 during that government shutdown, somebody went into Joshua Tree and just like kind of destroyed a bunch of stuff there, ruined a lot of trees, and those trees take a long time to grow. Okay, I gotta head out here, but and I believe recently, with the recent government shutdown, somebody went into Arches in Utah and like graffitied a bunch of rocks and stuff, and it's just, I don't like that our national parks have to suffer for a government shutdown. I don't like that they just kind of have to fend for themselves in a lot of places. It feels wrong. Yeah, fish. Most national park, like all the national parks are nature things except for Gateway Arch. I'm very salty about it. But the National Park Service does have non-naturey stuff. It's just the national parks are only like nature things, or like to some degree. I mean, some of them are kind of like the parks are mostly for like endangered landscapes and stuff, or various things like that. But there's like national monuments, national historic spots, and those are like buildings or things like that. Yeah, I have to head out. I'll stream again at some point in the future. Yep. Bye.